Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, your host, Luckymarine, and it looks like we're getting quite low on food. So, in the morning, I want everyone to do a harvest. If we can. Vomiter. Narcoleptic, no. Early bird. Yeah, go on then. You. So happy about it being printed. All the happiness. You really don't want to be that happy, trust me. Insufficient oxygen generator. Colony requires toilets. It does not require toilets. It does not require toilets. And harvest these two as well. Yeah, sooner we can get these gas pipes sorted out and bits and pieces filtered out and got rid of, the better. Yeah, I know it's hard work, Lenny, but it's the stuff that keeps you alive. Alright. We may have to steal a couple of legs. Because there's a lot of stuff getting filtered into here. How are we still getting chlorine? I mean, fair enough, at least we're getting rid of it and it's into a system that we can control, but how are we still getting chlorine? There is no chlorine over here. I don't know. But we've got a decent amount of food left. Now. Alright. You're now producing. We should put a filter in here. Immediately filter out anything that's not oxygen. Let's do that. Let's put it above the level of what might be the water. Now we'll put it down here. So, gas pipe. You go in. Oxygen comes out. The rest get super cold back into the system. And we'll power that up as well. Okay. No, not this. There we go. Let's prioritize this up at a 9. Prioritize all this at a 9 actually. Let's just get stuff done. Good work, Mildred. And Suki. That way we're not getting contaminated oxygen into the system. Why is it not? It's probably because we're running out of power every now and then, and it's not cooling it down enough. Yeah, you're right, Dylan. You're right. We should have more dupes. Then we could have more wheels. It's all circular. You are very wise. Let's... Nope, not the chests. Alright, so filter out oxygen. Deconstruct just the gas pipes. Here. Alright, so if they don't get turned into oxygen the first time round, they go round again. That makes more sense. And anything that is oxygen that gets produced will get split off to go do the good oxygens stuff. Right. That's better. Lots of people on wheels. Are we having an effect on our power? It's... No, it's still not enough. We're gonna need more dupes. We're gonna need more dupes. So what temperatures have we got? It's not bad. This is still alright. Gases. Alright, so we are getting oxygen in here a little bit. There we go. Oxygen filters itself out. Any contaminated oxygen goes back into the system. Any contaminated oxygen goes back into the system. Why don't we feed all our contaminated oxygen into this system? Because it'll just loop it round and round and round and round and round and round and round until it turns it into oxygen. Why don't we just pump everything up there? So we know that coming off this end is pure contaminated oxygen. So let's move it to a place where we can take advantage of it. Somehow. And a jump somewhere around here. Might even have to be there actually. Let's deconstruct just the tile. Now we'll need to deconstruct that tile as well. No, there's enough fluid in here to cover the vents. Game, please. Game. Please, game. Okay. We'll prioritise all that up at a 9 as well. It'll relieve some pressure on an already overburdened system. Gas pipe bridge. There. Link it up. Let's prioritise this. And let's get it done. Should be able to get to all of this unreachable. That'll get done. Unreachable, it's fine. Let's deconstruct just the buildings. Yeah, boy. Come on then. Yeah, I know. That should allow them to get in here. That noise is a little bit annoying, I'll grant you that. Deconstruct just the building here. But when you're running full stress colony, you can run like this for a while. Yeah, I know, but let's just get it done. Unreachable at the moment until they have these ladders in place. Alright, last little bit, and I can turn the annoying thing off. Right, save yourselves. Right, that should be that sorted out. Now just deconstruct all these gas pipes. I will use these vents for an extension of this side. like so. You're not powered. You should be. Oh, because we moved it, of course. But we'll disable you for now. That's better. At least we're putting our contaminated air to good use now. So mix oxygen contaminated. Contaminated should feed back into a loop. Only oxygen comes out. We should do the same. Because these have a filter out of their own. Once they get down here, the contaminated oxygen gets filtered out and sent back into the loop anyway. There's no need to feed this up. We'll just, yeah, it'll be alright, it'll be fine. Are we actually making power? Not really. How are we doing in terms of breathable air? Pretty well, actually. That's the best it's been in quite a long time. Usually it's oxygen, but it's barely breathable. But now it's all breathable. Almost as if we're wasting oxygen. And we could, yeah, we need more power. We need a lot more power. Speaking of power. Nope. No one is capable of vomiting. Liquid oxygen. Oh, and 5 kilograms, well, almost 5 kilograms of solid oxygen. A lump of solid oxygen at minus 212. Of course, the stuff that we're filtering out and putting back through the system is going to be rather cold. And if it's too cold, if it's cold, it'll come through the system and turn into liquid oxygen. And if it's too cold, it'll go through the system again and it'll turn into solid oxygen. And solid oxygen can't be used. It's almost as if we need a heater in this area here. No. Yeah, this area here. So anything that's in this room, that gets pumped out as contaminated oxygen can get heated up a little bit so that it doesn't come back through as a solid lump. Because once you've made a solid lump of oxygen, it doesn't... I don't think oxygen changes state from a solid to a liquid and to a gas. I know if you go from a liquid to a gas, but I don't think you can go from a solid. Yeah, there's no temperature fluctuation in the solid material, in the solid oxygen. Also got a solid lump of carbon dioxide. Nice. Yeah, whereas there's temperature fluctuation in the liquid oxygen, there's none. Full of solid. Oh well. Bit of a waste, I suppose. But how do we fix that? How would we fix? Again, you'd need your own little separate room. It'd require more power because you'd filter off the stuff that hadn't been made into yeah, you'd have to filter off the stuff that hadn't been made into oxygen yet. But then you have to heat it up. So let's bring it down to this vent here. If we bring it down to this vent, it has a chance to heat up and then into this room, and then it's got a chance of getting scooped up and chucked into the system. Now when it gets chucked into the system, it'll get filtered out here and come along this path and loop back into the coolers. But at that point, its base temperature will already be high enough to stop it from turning into solid oxygen. Liquid oxygen, I don't mind. Liquid oxygen changes states. Solid oxygen doesn't. And we've got 5 kilos of solid oxygen that's just been wasted. And that needs to stop. Alright, anyway, that will be, and we'll go through until they're asleep, until the next cycle, and then we'll end it. Game, please. Right, let's prioritize this. And then deconstruct gas plumbing. Can you get to this? Looks like it. Alright. And deconstruct the gas pipes. Here and here. And here. Alright. So we have our heater for uber cool. Yeah, oxygen -5. So it stands to reason that any contaminated oxygen that was getting soaked up was at roughly the same temperature as well. You're getting pumped out at pretty much 0, -5. -5. Pretty much 0. We could do with moving the pump across, I think. I think removing these 2 batteries has decreased the temperature. Yeah, I could do moving the pump all the way over here now, again. Oh well. We'll do that next episode. But yeah, if we had -5 degree contaminated oxygen going around again, there's no wonder that it was turning into solid oxygen. I mean, it comes out of the system at -198 degrees Celsius. So actually we'll get that sorted out now. Game, please. There. And we'll power you up with purest gold. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be us for this episode. Again, it's just tinkering now, really. Now that we have a use for the contaminated oxygen, it does need to get thrown into the system, which is good. It relieves a lot of pressure. But yeah, this is very power hungry. We'll continue with bringing dupes in, as long as we can feed them, so that we can get these wheels sorted out, get people on them, get people creating enough energy, really. But anyway, until then, that has been us. Mildred will still be working. Mildred? Oh no, she might get into bed. She might actually get into bed. She's learnt to down tools early so that she can get home in time to get her down. Sweet. So, from Suki, Floyd, Mildred, Mingmai, Lenny, Yvette, Pierre, and obviously a smelly, that guy, is goodbye. And we'll see you in the next episode. Do take care.